Good morning, people. Good morning indeed. How are we doing this morning? How is everyone? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. It is that time again. It's that time in the morning where we get up, we get together, and we discuss everything, pretty much anything you'd like to discuss. It's that walk and talk, people. Welcome to March 19th, 2025. It is Wednesday. Our focus today is how to avoid distractions. Our focus today is how to avoid distractions. Good morning. Please drop a comment. It's 4:30. If you're up and you're getting about your business and you're ready to go out, remember what I said for all my people over in India who are still up. I can't remember the exact time that I was giving yesterday for India, but for my people in India, good morning. How are you doing? Kumar was here yesterday. I hope to see you back again today. For all my people on the West Coast, in the middle of the United States, good morning to you as well. Up in Canada, over in England, all around the world, all of my 4:30 fighters, welcome to the fray. Good morning. Thank you for being here. I start every day letting you guys know how excited I am because there is so much to be excited about. There truly is. No matter what we're going through, as we spoke about yesterday, starting our day with intention, starting our day appropriately, understanding that a morning routine is important to help develop discipline, strength, wealth, dedication. It's very important that we are committed to our purpose and our goal. We need to know it. We need to know it completely. We need to be able to recite it, state it clearly, and then live up to it. Good morning, guys. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping in this morning. For those of you who are new, welcome. For those of you who have been here before, you know it's this 4:30 a.m. wake-up call. Please drop a thumbs up, and I'm up in the chat if you're up. And let's get started. All right? It's good to see you this morning. As always, I am here to encourage you and to motivate you and to let you know that anything that you're looking to get done, anything that you're looking to develop, any way you're looking to grow, it's possible. It's here for you. You have the ability, you have the opportunity, and what you need to do now is apply yourself. We must do this, and we must do it with efficiency. We need to do it with dedication. And as I'm out here this morning on this walk, I am proud to say we are now at day 18 of these walk and talks. So a little bit over 2 weeks we've been doing this now, guys. Thank you so much for being here. It helps get me going. I'm hoping I can help keep you guys going. So welcome in. Good morning. I always love walking up to the top of the hill in my little neighborhood. I'm gonna give you guys an opportunity to see what I kind of see in the morning. I'm not sure how clear this is to you guys, but before the sun comes up, I get this little view of what it looks like. 1:34 in the morning at Cali. Good morning, Gloria. How are we doing this morning? Good to see you this morning. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you for the comment. 3:34. It's 4:34 here on the East Coast, but I'm up this morning for you guys. I'm up to encourage you guys, let you know It's a great time to be up, to get started. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Please give me a like. I'm up in the morning because I came to the understanding, I've developed a mindset that understands that most people don't get their day started until much later. When we start our day early and with intention, we have the ability to put ourselves ahead of so many other people. But not only ahead of them in terms of what time we got up, but ahead of them in what are we looking to do? How are we looking to take control of our life, live our purpose, live out our destiny? It's absolutely phenomenal, the things that you can achieve. I'll tell you what happened for me, and this is with this channel. I started this channel when I was going through, it was at the beginning of the year, going through a lot of things in my life, and in an attempt to have a better sense of myself and a better understanding of where I was going and the things that I'm trying to accomplish, and kind of refocus on understanding my own life purpose. I started this channel back in January 6th of this year. And this was not originally a part of it. These morning walk and talks weren't a part of it. But what I started to do early on was to find out that I needed to be intentional about understanding myself. I needed to be intentional about defining my purpose. I needed to be intentional about what I wanted to do, who I wanted to be, the things I wanted to accomplish. And as I started to do that, as I began to do that work, I just started to grow. I started to be able to develop a stronger mindset. I started to be able to understand that without finding a way to give to others. Thanks so much for being here this morning, guys. Thanks for stopping in. Freddie T. Wow, man, that sounds really challenging. It sounds like an interesting story as well, Freddie T. But one of the things that I found to be really interesting for me is, as I started to grow and as I started to go through this process of redefining myself and finding the right mindset and redefining my purpose, as I started to go through that process, I found that the more that I was able to invest myself into others, the more I was able to find a purpose and finding a way to serve and be of service and to provide and to support others, the more I was able to find a way to provide and support myself. And usually I thought it went the other way. I thought it was, hey, well, the first thing you have to do is, if you want to be able to, speak to others and care for others and support others, that first you need to learn that for yourself. You need to learn how to, care for yourself and be strong for yourself. And one of the things that's really interesting is that it went the other way for me. What's going on this morning? That Avi? Good morning, Avi. Thanks for stopping in, man. Thanks for the comment. It's good seeing you. Always, the encouragement is always here, man. And so I found that what I needed to do is not just look for myself, not just look out for myself, but as I started to put more energy out and invest more time, and it started in my own house. As I started investing more time in my wife, investing more time in my children, investing more time in people outside of me, that I got a better sense of who I was and how I could invest in myself. So very encouraging for me. And good morning, everyone. Thank you for stopping in. It's good to see you. It's 4:30 in the morning. We're taking this walk. And this is your wake-up call, people. If you're up, let me get a I'm up and a thumbs up in the chat. I love to hear that you're up. We're getting started with our day. It's early. I'm waking up the neighborhood, people. I'm out here, every morning, waking them up from 4:30 to 5 to encourage you and let you know that there are great things ahead of you. And I really would like to know about focus this morning, guys. How many of you guys out there have ever had an issue with focus, like staying focused on one task? Thank you very much for being here. So I ain't up, but I've been up. Okay. I always wake up this early. Yes, sir. I wake up at 3:50 usually. My body wakes me up around 3:45, 3:50, and I'm out here on these walkie talks every morning at 4:30. Talk to me, Scott. What is it you can never focus on? Make it good, man. Come on. Make it good. I would love to hear from you guys. What are some of the things that you've ever been challenged with focusing on? Focus is important because we're in a world of distraction. We are a world full of ways to pull our attention away from everything else. We have constant sports. We have constant movies. We have streaming channels. We have YouTube. We have YouTube networks. We just have show after show after show where we can consume our time, but are they leading us towards our goal? Are they helping us to develop? Are they helping us grow? Are they investments in us? All right. And so Scott, right. So I'll tell you what, Scott, that's a great question. So one, I'm not going to we're going to try not to debate the country falling apart. There are views one side, there are views the other. Here's what's important though, Scott. Here's what's really important. Your main focus should be your purpose, where you want to be and what you want to do with your life. As much as we are concerned with the greater world at large, right? We have to start with the micro and move to the macro, right? And so any concerns that we have, like I just explained, for me, when I was going through this turmoil and I was dealing with so much, I was always focused on the big things outside of me. I had to get refocused in just my house. I had to get refocused on do the people who I love the most. Hey man, there are groups, organizations, a whole lot of things that are out there, right? And most people will try to get you to choose a group to be in and then try to get you to choose a group to be against. Here's the thing, if you just look at sports alone, sports tells you that you have to choose a team, only one team. That's your team, right? And so you're a fan and you choose a team, but the people who play for your teams can play for anyone. They go where the money goes because they're dedicated to their family. They're dedicated to taking care of their family and taking care of the things that are important to them. And so when the world tells you that you have to pick a group, you have to be a part of one group or another group. Now watch this group, be dedicated to this group, focus on this group, then you're not focusing on your individuals, right? You're not focusing on the people who are around you, right? You're not focusing in on the people who are individuals you talk to and you touch on a daily basis. And so these distractions are huge, but inside your own house, there are people who just want some of your time. They just want to be able to talk to you. They want to be able to connect with you. They want to pull you out of this same unfocused distraction that you're feeling, right? And so how do you do this? You have to turn things off. You have to create an environment in which you insulate yourself from the things of the world that are trying to prevent you from achieving your purpose. Now, is this super simple? Is it that easy? I mean, is it really that easy to just turn the world off and just become dedicated only to yourself and only to the things you want to do? No, it's not that easy. No, it takes effort. It takes focus to be focused. And so focus isn't this natural skill that we're born with. You have to understand we have to develop it. I mean, as babies, we're the most unfocused things that you could possibly believe in because we have shelter, we have care. We're no longer in the wild, taken care of. We don't focus on anything, right? So the world is built with intention, with additional disturbances consistently, right? Top of the morning to you, Andre. How you doing? And so one of the things that we have to be aware of is that we want to start to learn, and this is for you, Scott, what you really want to do is let's focus on the people who are important to you. Let's focus on the things that are important to you. And let's focus on the way you're going to continue to grow in that space, right? So focus, one, turn off your distractions, okay? Let's put our phone down. Let's try to find one thing that's not associated with the world, but specifically with you. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's developing additional knowledge. It doesn't matter if it's developing a closer relationship with a family member, personal fitness, whatever it is. Let's focus on it with 30 minutes with intention. on just that thing, right? Not letting your mind drift off to other debates, not letting your mind drift off to other other topics that do not serve your personal goal. And when you do that, when you start to do that, this simple step will start to let you see that you do have control over what you do with your time and how you think about things, the things that you think about, the things that you focus on. And the reason that's really, really important, the reason that's going to be exceptionally important, and the reason that's going to be a need for you to achieve is because that helps you to continue to grow from there, right? So that's what I'm trying to say, is that for focus, in order for you to do it, in order for you to really see your growth, it's a discipline thing, right? And I always talk about discipline here on the channel. I'm a believer that discipline is the key to all the things that we look to achieve in life, right? It starts with discipline. Discipline has 4 pillars. The 4 pillars of discipline are going to be repetition, consistency, patience, and perseverance, right? And this is one of these areas where we need to consistently, we need to show the repetition of making this effort over and over again. Thank you very much for the question, Scott. I'm glad I was able to share, but I really believe that this is the focus for a lot of us. It really is, right? There are so many distractions out there. There's so many things that are pulling our attention away from what our purpose in life is, which is ourselves. Like this development of ourselves and our growth and our group of loved ones, right? And so when we talk about loving, even in your own house, right? This is why it's bad to put people in their groups. I'm not a big fan of groups. No problem, man. Thank you for stopping in. Please head over to the channel, like, subscribe, share, take a look at some more of the content. I'm definitely trying to remain consistent with what we share, but also I want to do it at a high level. I want to make sure that we're able to have an impact and we're able to reach out and help as many individuals as we possibly can. And so even in your own household, you don't want to deal with your family as a group. You have a family group, but you want to deal with your family as individuals because they need different types of attention. They need different types of love. They need different types of communication. They need different types of stimulus. And so when Jim Rohn has the saying, and I repeat it almost every day, I think I should probably work it into the description of the channel. The Jim Rohn saying is, never work harder on your job than you do on yourself. And I couldn't figure it out for the longest time. I really couldn't, because for the longest part of my life as a personal trainer and as a retail trainer and as a manager, my job was helping to develop talent. Good morning, guys. Thanks for stopping in. Just now stopping in. Today's conversation is on focus and how discipline can help you with that. And so, as I was saying, the Jim Rohn saying, when he says, hey, never work harder on your job than you do on yourself, I couldn't figure it out because who I was so tied to the work that I did. And so I felt like whenever I was working on my job, I was working on me. But they're different. And so we need to be able to identify ourselves and see who we are outside of the work that we do. I'm letting you know, dude, I'm here in the morning, 4:30 to 5 every morning. We do this walk and talk. It's about encouragement. It's about helping people grow. We just spoke with Scott. Scott shared that there's things going on in the world made it difficult for him to focus. I would love to hear from you guys in the chat. What are some of the things that make it difficult to focus? And if you're up and you're getting your day started, I would love to see you drop a I'm up in the chat. Give me a thumbs up. For a lot of people, this is just a wake-up call. It's just an alarm. It's just something to say, hey, it's time to get out of bed. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get up and get going. And I love the fact that you guys stop in, you provide the support, and you're here for one another. But really, I'd love to hear more, people. Tell me more about what are some of the things that you struggle to focus with. Anything that's a focus issue for you. Something where it makes it difficult for you to stay focused, right? We all have these things. I'll be completely honest with you. For me, And doing the work for the channel, one of the things that I discovered is a challenge in my focus was staying on the one track, is staying on the thing that I wanted to say, right? So in some of the other chats, in some of the other walk and talks, you can kind of see that the conversation was kind of all over the place. And it just felt like I was going with the natural flow. But what's important is to understand that there is a focus, even to these 30 minutes, right? So I found out that one of the things I wanted to do was add intention to my day. So I added intention, which required focus. I had to focus on getting prepared for the walk and talk, right? So that took time. It's not something I could do in 5 minutes. And so in my preparation, I needed to sit down. I needed to turn off distractions. I needed to step away from the family. I needed to make sure that I was in an environment that allowed for me to work on 45 minutes of work on what I'm doing, on focusing on getting this walk and talk prepared. And so that's something that I've been doing. It's something that's helping me grow. And I really think that it's helping me move forward, right? And so my encouragement for you guys out there is that there are things that you're trying to achieve. There's growth that you're trying to make. There are places you're trying to go. You come to the right place to hear the encouragement and the motivation on getting it done. Motivation and encouragement is about getting that fire started. It's about helping you understand the steps that you can take, how beneficial those steps can be. And it's definitely about helping you to get to a point where you yourself are using these tools towards your future. What do we got there? Tyler, good morning. How are you doing? That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, so Tyler, one of the biggest things on being consistent is trying to figure out a plan. It's great to hear about the workout, man. I love that. We were on yesterday together, so no problem. Hey, no problem. There's that Isha. So here's one of the things about being consistent. Consistency just starts with the repetition of it. Try not to make it really big. Your body, especially if you start doing workouts, your body is going to want to recover. There are going to be some changes. You're going to have to develop different things, dude. I'm so excited for you. I cannot even hide my excitement for what you just shared with me. Dude, so here's how it works. Just go with the repetition first, right? So the repetition is, how do I get up and I keep going every day or every other day? Whatever the schedule is going to be for your workout, right? You can develop a workout plan. You can figure out later, hey, like, what are my muscle groups? How do I focus on this? How do I develop this? Like, all of that stuff will come to you. But what's great right now is you no longer have that same concern that was in the back of your mind previously, right? To develop that consistency, let's start with the repetition of, I want to do this workout every day. And the thing about it is, dude, the motivation is phenomenal, but the work that we do is really what's going to get us there, right? It's that repetition, man. Hey, find time. Not every day is going to be great. Not every day is going to feel great. I want to continue to encourage you. I want to continue to share with you, Tyler, that, man, you can get done. You can do all of the things that you believe you can do. You can achieve these goals. This fitness goal that you started, this fitness journey that you started, is going to start with just getting it done. And here's the thing. Whatever schedule you set up for yourself, start with manageable. You did 30 minutes. Okay, if you're going to do every day, every other day, whatever it is, set it up for you so you're successful. As a personal trainer, one of the first things I used to talk to people about, one of the first things I used to tell them is, look, hey, you've been to 5 different gyms, you've had 9 different personal trainers, you've been in multiple fitness programs, and you're back again. Talk to me about what prevented your previous program from working. And then they would start to explain where I work, the amount of time I have, the things that I can do. Every day, only one day off. So I don't know how long it's been since you've been doing workouts, But I want to share this with you, and this is what I used to explain to new clients. I want you to be successful. The body loves dopamine. It loves success, and it does not matter what size that success is. So what I want to encourage you to do is take a look at your life. Take a look at the time that you have. If you have that time, if that's available to you and you've just been consuming it instead of using it, then do that. Do that. However, if your life has demands on you that makes this time unavailable, then don't plan to do that. Understand how challenging it can be. Understand that as you make these changes and you do this growth, that your body, there will be the mental aspect is far more challenging than the physical aspect, because we can will the body, right? The mind and the heart can will the body. But what happens when the mind starts to suffer? What happens when the heart starts to suffer? What happens on those mornings when we get up and there's no motivation? When we can't personally push ourselves out the door. Like I told you, I'm here 4:30 to 5 every morning, but you are with you every morning. So to build that consistency, one, make sure it's doable. Two, make sure that you don't punish yourself for missing a day, right? So that's why I say make sure that it's a doable amount of work, but also make sure that in you being able to do it, should something happen, that you don't give up. Building consistency is first about building repetition. And so for you, man, and I tell you, I'm super excited for you. Being able to say, hey, I'm working out. I'm working out every day. I'm working out. Get up, do it, whatever it is. And don't even worry about, yes, sir, jumping jacks every day for 10 minutes. That's what I'm talking about. Don't worry about changing the workout. If it gets too easy for you, awesome. Crank it up a little bit. Add different types of jumping jacks. Add side lunges, whatever the case may be. I want you to know that for what you're doing for your development, dude, it's excited. I get excited like this because I was a personal trainer, and whenever we would start these fitness journeys, I knew that there were great possibilities. There's great things. There's this thing about being able to take control of what you're trying to do and focus on that goal and see that goal and work to bringing it to life. And so the thing about building consistency is about building repetition and being focused on the goal, which is a part of what we're talking about today, is focus. Let's not fall into distractions. Let's not put ourselves into a place. So consistency is a little different from repetition, in that consistency is the level at which we perform when we do this thing on a regular basis. And so if we want to remain consistent, one of the things that we have to do is we have to understand that as we move forward, there's a level of performance that our body will start to achieve, and we will need to continue to challenge that level of performance to see the development and consistency, right? So repetition is a flat line. Consistency should be a line that's always elevating, right? Consistency should be growing. It should be going up. And that's important because when we look at what we do, the repetition of something is not graded on how well it's done. It's just graded on, are we doing it? The consistency of something is graded on the level of performance at which we're able to complete it at. This consistency tips for things, of course we can. You can use this consistency for anything. Give me an example of something or an area in which you're trying to use this consistency. These are the 4 pillars of discipline. And discipline is going to be repetition, consistency, patience, and perseverance. Of course, if with academics, that's really on today's point, which is about focus. And focus is about being able to create a distraction-free environment, finding a way to tune out other things, finding the time when you do work, 90 minutes of focus, 10 minutes break, understanding that consistency and study requires for us to start with the repetition and the intentional time set aside to study. So the better we plan out our day, right? So these are some of the things that create distractions for us. We start our day, we go out and we're like, okay, I'm just going to take the day however it comes. Whenever I find study, I'm going to study. No, we need to make sure that we're intentional about it, right? And this is how discipline is developed. And so what we want to do is we want to plan out our study time, and then we want to shut other things down so we can focus on our study time. And so whether that study time is 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it is, all I'm going to ask you to do today, I see that we have Nagar and Isha. So I'm going to recommend for you guys today, try to find a way to set aside about 30 minutes. 30 minutes to focus on just study, right? If you've had an issue with the consistency of study, turn everything off. Turn everyone off and say, hey, it's my study time. I'm going to focus on this. Turn the phones off. Get in an environment that doesn't have a lot of talking, a lot of people. Open up your books. Understand that you have focus. Set your timer, not for you to keep checking it, but for it to go off. And then just focus on the work. Know that the 30 minutes are going to pass. In the time, the 30 minutes are going to pass, and just focus on the work that you have to do. Suck it, man. So don't turn it into a pattern for simple Chris. Don't turn it into a pattern. If it's not the same workout, it doesn't matter. Get up and do a workout. Get out of bed right now. Do about 10 squats, 10 push-ups, whatever it is. Do some jumping jacks. Stop laying in bed. Don't make an excuse for yourself. A lot of what Tim Robbins says, I'm not a big fan of, but he has the 5-second rules. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get up, Chris. Get up, get up, get up. Start doing your workout. Let's go. Do something. Run in place. Jumping jacks. Doesn't matter. And you've broken that cycle. It's broken. You don't even have to worry about it anymore. You don't have to worry about not working out today because you're up and you're doing something already, right? Break the cycle, and then you don't have to worry about it. You're back on it, right? So that's the repetition of it. The consistency is say that, hey, we're going to start to see growth. We're going to start to see development. Tyler, no problem, man. I really appreciate you dropping in. Issue, same thing. The 3 main workouts you can do daily. I don't want to make that recommendation without having an opportunity to do a physical assessment of you. What you can do is you can contact me. If you go to the channel, in my bio, there's an email that you can send me directly to contact me. We can have a discussion. We can talk over some of the things that you're dealing with. Make sure that you're in the appropriate physical condition, and we can get you a really simple workout that's a great way for you to start every day. I do this every morning from 4:30 to 5. Thank you very much for the subscription. Please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm a little beyond my time. I have to go home. I have to head back to the house to get in with my wife and my children to get our day started. But hey, guys, keep in mind, today is about focus. Focus is about creating an environment that allows for you to be able to work on the things that are important to you and develop yourself. Continue to believe in yourself, continue to grow, continue to be blessed, guys. I'll see you next time.